what The Rock is cooking.
Remember, like and subscribe to us on the Lawns TV, your #1 source for lawn care entertainment. So, I know we touched on a touchy subject, but, you know, you guys, I hope you came back for more.
Where have I heard that before?
Alright, so let's get right into this thing. Today we're talking about your business's image. And yes, image is everything. If you know my experience in my first year in Georgia doing the lawn and landscaping industry, you see, I had a poor image.
What you talking about, Willis?
Okay. Yes, I did have uniforms, but at the same token, I started with my beat-up van. It wasn't wrapped. It didn't have a phone number on it, and I didn't have the equipment I needed to be able to go outside and pretty much broaden my horizon. And what do I mean by that? It's not to slight anybody who does lawn care in a van, but I will simply state this. Anytime that I wanted to go into a larger market, a larger territory where the big boys play, like your estate-sized properties, your country clubs, where they've got the golf course there, I couldn't do it. You know why?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Subdivisions will laugh you right out of their subdivision. It's just the truth. I had a conversation with a guy who was talking to me, and we were having this dialogue about image. We were talking about, he was explaining to me, he said, hey, when I started my business, I was just like you. Now I've grown my business to a point where I have multiple crews. This guy's got over 5 trucks, 2 warehouses, and he controls a lot of the properties here in northern Georgia parts where I live. But he brought up something interesting, and it's something that I always knew, but in the back of my mind, I figured, well, I could get away with it. But he explained to me, he said, if you want to play in these country club, these estate-style subdivisions, you're going to have to bring your big guns. And what do I mean by that? He said,
Think, son, think.
he's simply talking about your true cut mowers. It's time out for your 21-inch push mowers if you really want to make some money in this thing. Because he told me, he said, listen, Donald, he said, you're going to try to knock on these folks' door, they won't even let you touch their grass. He said, doesn't matter if it's a Honda, they want what they see other people have. And that's the true cut mower. You know, your gas powered real. And I found that very interesting. I said, wow. But it brought up this great point in my mind. If you're paying $500,000 plus for your home, how would you want your yard to look? How do you want your landscaping to look? Would you trust somebody like Mighty Lawns who's coming up in a beat-up van? You got your beat-up workers? You got your faded uniforms? Or are you going to trust someone who has the knowledge? Now, of course, first impressions are everything. So, once again, do you trust Mighty Lawns, your beat-up workers, who seem like they're not in crappy lawnmowers, zero-turn mowers, you don't have your walk-behinds, you don't even have a trailer. So let's say you do have a van, but you don't even have a trailer, and a person is sitting on a very large estate-sized property. They're sitting on an acre or 2. What do you think they're thinking about you? They're thinking, okay, am I spending my money wisely? Can this lawn and landscaping company I just hired effectively do the job? Also, you got to think about this. These guys are keeping up with the Joneses. I'll give you another example before I bring my point full circle. In Texas, I had my business and I was working out of a Blazer and a trailer, 5x10 trailer. Had a nice zero-turn mower, had a nice push mower behind it, and had my little weed equipment. I will never forget this day as long as I live, okay? And I wanted to tell everybody about the lady, great customer, had her for 3 or 4 months. When her plumber came, I guess they had some sort of great relationship, some sort of rapport they built over the years. I'll never forget that morning. He said, he laughed, that long guy. And I'll never forget the look that this lady had on her face. It was a look of an embarrassment. She was embarrassed because I was a lawn guy. Because I didn't fit the mold of a lawn and landscaping company. I didn't have the big truck. I know what you guys are saying. I don't care about the big truck, and that doesn't matter. It does matter. If you really want to play with these big dogs, if you really want to play out here, step your game up. Have multiple uniforms. So when you start seeing them in the fade, you can be proactive instead of reactive, right? When you're looking at your image as far as your truck, your vehicles go, get the thing wrapped. That's why we always talk about reinvesting in things. Get your vehicle wrapped, okay? Have your business cards, all right? Have workers who understand your vision, and you don't have to fumble around with them for, 10, 20 minutes, getting them to understand what's really needed to be done. Have your portfolio. Have things that's going to help build your brand, build your image, right? So always remember that. So never forget that. Image is key when you want to make money in the lawn care business, all right? And I understand, I'll always say, get started. But when you do get started, watch the neighborhoods that you go out, okay? And prospect too, okay? If you're going to get started, everybody needs their lawn cut, right? Agree on that, right? But at the same token, don't get so knee deep into it that you kick yourself out for future years, okay? So stay within your realm when you're doing lawn care. There's a lot of money. In my subdivision alone, we have 180-something houses, okay? That's about, over 30 grand I can make in my subdivision alone. So I didn't have to necessarily go outside of my subdivision. I could reinvest it in my business, learn some more, research about what Georgians like as far as their Bermuda grass is concerned, because back home we like St. Augustine, and we like it cut different, right? So it gave me a chance to re-up for the next year so I could finally go out to the state-sized properties, all right? Because this year I only had a few of them. Had quite a few of commercial properties, but still, even with that, step your image up if you want to make a lot of money. If you really want to reach your peak lawn landscaping business, step your image up. Have a better vehicle that's conducive to the lawn care business. What do I mean by that? You don't ever want to pull up, and you're a landscaper, you never want to pull up in a car that has nothing to do with lawn care. Nothing at all. At least have you a truck and a trailer. Like I did, I started in the van. At least have a trailer with it, with some big time equipment on it, okay? Don't kick yourself out of these subdivisions. Until next time, I'm your host, DK of Lawnpire. Watch us every Monday. Remember below, comment, like, and subscribe to us on the network. Mighty Lawns TV, your #1 source for lawn care entertainment. We will